Good afternoon, everyone. Here I am sitting on my back patio enjoying the day, and that got me thinking about some mobile gaming. Now, me personally, typically I'm going to go towards the Switch for gaming. I have a lot of options. In my home, we have a Switch Lite, we have two regular Nintendo Switches, we also have the PlayStation Vita. What else we got here? 2DS XL, and then of course we have mobile gaming. Now again, typically I'm going to go towards Nintendo Switch, but today I wanted to give you guys another option which basically makes your phone into a Nintendo Switch. You know, same basic concept, and that would be the Razer Kishi. Now the Razer Kishi right now you can buy between $80 to $100 depending on the sale price. There's also two different models for Android and at least one for Apple. So the real question is this worth the purchase? Because there's a lot of options when it comes to Android gaming. Of course, you can just use the touchscreen, which is a valid option. You can also do something like an Xbox controller with a phone clip. So the main feature about the Kishi is, of course, the fact that it's portable. So there's these little buttons on the back you basically pull out, and then it slides open. Now, this does connect through a USB-C port, so your phone does have to have that. It is not Bluetooth. You can get options that will go Bluetooth and basically do the same thing, but theoretically you will have whatever input lag is there between your Bluetooth and your controller, which shouldn't be much nowadays, but the possibility is still there. Also, this does not run off batteries, it'll run off your phone, so you got to keep that in mind too. Now, right off the bat, I can tell you one thing that I do not like about this, and that would be almost everybody has a case on their phone. So with the case on, you cannot get it to fit the USB port. So if you have a case on your phone, every time you want to use this, you're going to have to remove it. So let me remove my case from my phone and see what we can get going. Okay, so case is gone. Once that happens, it's actually very, very simple. You just line it up. This is going to fit a lot of different models of phones. It's got an elastic band basically on the back, or like a rubber type band. That's my wife. And then once it's on there, it's basically like a Nintendo Switch setup. But, you know, of course it's Xbox themed, Xbox buttons. Once you have it locked into place, it's basically just a phone that can be controlled with the sticks, because again, it's an Android phone. Android 10 automatically knows what to do. So if you're using this device for something like Fortnite, which it'll automatically put the buttons on, or Xbox Game Pass, it'll run just like a real Xbox controller, because essentially it is. I would say it's basically perfect. Now, there's a couple things I don't love about it. The two back triggers, what is that, L2 and R2? They have a lot of give, and they're kind of squishy feeling. Same thing with the D-pad. It's fine for games like Fortnite, but it's not fine for like something like if you're playing Street Fighter or a fighting game that you were using the D-pad for. Definitely would not recommend. But other than that, I mean, it feels pretty good. The distance is good. Of course, that's going to vary depending on what size phone you have, but it's pretty close to just having something like a Nintendo Switch. Alright, so we're getting dropped into a match. Let's just see how it responds. Now again, you can see in the left corner for a second there that my reception is not that good out here, or my Wi-Fi range. I'm on the back patio still. And we were running at 60 frames a second, as long as the internet helps or doesn't interfere. I'm getting a lot of lag right now. But the main thing is you can kind of tell the response and responsiveness and how it feels. It's hard to track this guy, but I got him. Let's eat that pineapple. Throw some grenades. And you can kind of see what we're working with. So the real question is it worth the purchase when you can just buy something like a Nintendo Switch Lite? The Lite right now retails for $199 brand new. The regular model, which is going to be TV or portable, is $299. When the Kishi controller by itself is anywhere from $80 to $100. And then of course there's other options like the Xbox controller, which I guess if you bought one for it would run you about $60 plus the price of the phone clip, $5 to $10. So is it worth it? Honestly, I loved the Kishi the first couple weeks I had it. I played Fortnite on it. I played mostly Call of Duty Mobile on it. Those were the two games that I kind of played religiously. In Call of Duty Mobile, you have to do some things to make it work, let's just say that, or at least back when I was playing it. It may be different now. But, you know, the fact that I have to take my case off every time I want to use this thing, it's aggravation. You know, this case is relatively easy to remove. You know, it takes me about 10 seconds, so it feels like it's going to, you know, possibly bend my phone getting it off. You know, back when I had a different case on my phone, like an OtterBox, you know, that would be a lot more work. So what I would say is if you want to use a controller for your phone, you know, most people have an Xbox or a PlayStation, just get a phone clip. And it just clamps right onto the top. Super convenient. The controller is already awesome. Now, it's not a direct plug-in, so you will have some latency, but it works. Or just go the route of buying a Switch. Really can't go wrong with that. Now, if you can get a Kishi cheap enough, sure, why not? It's not bad. But after the first initial couple weeks of me buying one, I have barely touched it since. It's basically been sitting on a counter. If you have any questions about the Kishi, let me know in the comments, like and subscribe. Thank you.